Hello everyone and welcome to a new week. Today we are driving on the Laguna Seca Raceway. This track is easy to learn but really hard to master. You can gain a lot of time with perfect exits and carry it around the whole track. However, if you mess up one corner, you will drop behind and never catch up. That's why you should focus on every single turn in practice to find your own flow. Try to carry your speed with a smooth line through the turns and you should notice improvements right away. For reference, the best top speed time should be in the high 38s or in the low 39s. Going into the lap, turn 1 offers the best opportunity for overtaking. It's right at this point where you should decide if you want to stay on the racing line or if you want to cover the inside. Use the white line and boards as orientation for braking, hit the brakes hard and shift down as soon as possible. Hit the inside, transition to trail braking and aim for a very tight line. You want to turn the car towards the exit in this area and hit the throttle once you know your line fits. Be patient and engage the throttle only once. Stepping on it several times will mess with your exit and cost you some time. Tap the brakes slightly between the 2 and 100 meter boards to adjust your speed and drive on the curb to get on a wide and smooth line. Hit the throttle as early as possible and try not to attack the red curb. This applies for the whole track. You can get away with it like I did here, but most of the times it will unsettle your car and cost you some time. The wide curbs are part of the track, make sure to use them on every possible occasion to keep your momentum as high as possible. Get on the curb again and lift before turning in. If you hit the correct line, you don't need to brake here. Attack the inside and exit on the curb again. Drive on the curb and use the boards as well as the white line to find your braking point. You want to slow down just enough to get the car to turn in. If you hit the correct speed, you want to get back on the throttle as soon as possible again to carry your momentum onto the next straight. The next sector can be tricky, but all you need is a good strategy. Tap the brakes somewhere between the 2 and 100 meter boards and look for the next curb. The next turn is blind until the very last moment, that's why it's so important to look for it. That's also why less experienced drivers have troubles with this section and crashes are not uncommon here. They are looking into their mirrors, the cars around them, forget to turn in and get in trouble. Sure, you have to keep an eye on your surroundings, but the most important thing you should look for is the next curb. Once it appears, you know what you deal with. Lift and aim for it, wait for the car to turn in and hit the throttle as early as possible again. Avoid the high red curb like before, hitting it can end your race. Going wide is fine, you can even clip the sand with 2 wheels and get away with it. Get on the curb to adjust your line. This allows you to drive in a straight line over the crest, which makes the first part of the braking zone a lot easier. Use the 300 meter board as orientation for braking and hit the brakes hard. Attack the entry curb. This smoothens out the crest and you will get a good run down the hill. Shift up and accelerate along the exit curb. Avoid the sand, clipping it can make you spin, especially on cold tires. Aim for a smooth line, try to carry a lot of speed into the final turns and lift until your car points towards the next curb. You want to hit a tight run around it. Swing to the far left, hit the brakes to adjust your speed, and get immediately back on the throttle once the car is turning. The 200 meter board and white line help you to find your braking point. It's possible to overtake here, but having the inside line won't allow you to carry a lot of speed onto the last straight. Keep this in mind when you attack someone, and if someone sends it on the inside, simply switch to a white line. Try to build a better momentum towards the finish line and you can challenge the position in turn 1 again. Hit the throttle before you pass the apex, and like before, exit on the curb. Be careful in your quali runs, going too far onto the green asphalt turf can net you an incident point and make your lap invalid. That's the whole lap. I hope you enjoyed it. The cockpit and third person laps with telemetry will come up next. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you don't want to miss any upcoming guides, and you can also catch me live on Twitch, the link is in the description down below. If you have any feedback or questions, leave them in the comments or join our awesome community on Discord. You can also find a lot of guides and useful links there, so it's definitely worth checking out. Have fun in your races and see you next time!